in this video, I'm just want to show you guys the files that are involved in a BlueJ project, so that you know what to send me for your submissions. So after you've downloaded these BlueJ projects here, you should be able to navigate to a folder that looks like this. It's got all the different chapters listed. So I'm just going to go into chapter 1 and open up the figures project. So you can see here there are a bunch of files, and I have them sorted by type, so you can see the different types that there are. There's this package.bluej file, which is the guide that you click on to open up the project, but it doesn't contain any code itself. Okay, there are these class files, which are the runnable version, let's say, of Java. So this is the bytecode that the machine uses, and this gets created every time you compile a program, and I'll show you compiling in a second. These ctext things, I'm not sure exactly what they're used for. They're something specific to BlueJ, as far as I can tell. But also these get generated every time you compile. So I'm going to get rid of these, actually, so you can see what I mean by the compilation process and what happens with the files and everything. So I'm going to delete here. You do not want to delete the Java files. Okay, so the Java files are the files where all the code lives. All right, so and we'll talk about that too in a second. Let me just start up. So I'm double clicking on the BlueJ icon here to start up BlueJ, and actually you'll see all of these Java files on canvas, circle, person, all of those. So you'll see those represented here. So each one of these, this box for canvas, representing the canvas class, corresponds to this canvas.java file. And if you double click on this guy, you'll see a whole bunch of Java code for the canvas class. And this is actually just a text editor that runs inside of BlueJ. So outside of BlueJ, if you have a regular text editor, I think most text editors will work. I'm not sure about Notepad, because sometimes there's issues with the end of line characters. I use Notepad++ on my Windows machine. I know, but see, and so you can bring up exactly the same code in your text editor, in any text editors. Like, I know on a Mac, TextEdit will work too. Actually, let me see what happens with. I think I have Notepad on here someplace. I'll try opening it with Notepad. But like I said, most of them work. So the Java files are where all your code is, and that's the stuff that you need to submit. Absolutely need to submit. On the early versions of your, well, let's see, maybe let me. If I say open with Notepad, what happens? Oh yeah, if you try to open it with Notepad, it's all ugly. But there are, because the line characters, the end of line characters in this file are all different. So maybe another one, if you try like WordPad, then that sees it fine. Okay, but you don't need to use any of these other editors. In general, you won't need to, because you'll mostly just be using the editor from inside of BlueJ. All right, so really I'm just trying to illustrate that these are regular old text files that then get converted. So when you so you see all these hash marks in these classes here. What that means is that there are no .class files have been created yet at this point for the canvas class or for the circle class or the square or any of those. Okay, so let's compile them. We hit compile, the compile button, and you see they kind of darkened, and then now they don't have hash marks anymore. So what that's telling you that they've been compiled, and by compiled that means all these .class files have been created. Okay, and these .ctext files are created for whatever BlueJ does with them. All right, so what you need to submit then is, you don't need to submit these guys. So when you're getting ready to submit something, I don't need to see any of these class files or ctext files. So you can clear those out. I mean, you don't have to. It depends on how you're sending them to me, but it might make your life easier to have less stuff to send. Okay. You can submit these .java files individually, but any project you send me, if it has more than one .java file, you need to send me every single .java file, even if you didn't make any changes in it, because I need to have in front of me exactly what you're working with, so I can tell, you know, if you have issues with it, or so I can help you work on it. So then what you can do is, once you know, if let's say you've cleared out all the class files and whatever, you can go to the figures file, and however you create zip files, that's what I would recommend, is make a zip file out of it. And then you can submit the figures.zip. So this is the guy that you'll end up submitting. All right, so that's the probably all you need to know, at least for a while, about the file system for these projects.